Welcome to 4-H Embryology with Santa Rosa County 4-H. Today we're going to explore all things embryology, and we will start with our incubator setup. Today we are going to show you the incubator that we use. We use an Ovation 28EX. It is the easiest plug-and-play incubator that you can find. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it for you. And when you get the incubator in your classroom, you will notice that we have several different things for you. You're going to have a owner's manual for you to reference should you need to reference the owner's manual at all. The nice thing about the incubator is that you have one cord, so you don't have to plug in the incubator and an additional plug for a turner. You're going to have these 4 black trays, and I'll show you how to set those up in just a moment. And then you'll see these 3 interesting looking yellow pieces, and then you'll have the bottom part of the incubator. Now how we're going to go ahead and set this up is these grates simply fit into these 2 areas. This is where the water stays, and once your chicks hatch, this will keep them out of the water. And on this side of the incubator, you'll notice there is a trough. This side there is not, and that is where this little interesting yellow thing will lay. And I'll show you how that works. Now as you get your egg trays, you will slip this side, and they're both the same on either side, so that doesn't matter. And you'll slip into the bottom, and then this top part, if you can see, that goes into this yellow piece. This is actually how the eggs are going to be turned. And so you'll just finish adding those trays. Now when you put the lid on, you're going to make sure that the edge of the turner, where you see this motor, marries up with this, so that when we plug it in, that's going to be able to turn the eggs. Also, you're going to have a water bottle, and this tube, you'll fill this up with water and drop your line all the way down in there, and this will self-regulate the humidity. And then you plug it in, and that's all you need to do. You're ready to go and add your eggs in 24 hours. I've got a Brenzia Ovation EX incubator. This is Santa Rosa County 4-H's incubator. I've had it plugged in for 24 hours, even though this does come up to temperature pretty quick anyhow. So I'm going to take this lid off, and so what I'm going to do is come over here and just start setting my eggs in my tray. As I start to set the eggs, you'll notice a few things. One is that the eggs have some writing on them, and that reason for that is I date my eggs so that I know when they are laid. You'll also notice that they're all different colors. The particular breed that I am setting in this picture are Americana Bantams, which lay the blue eggs as well as the pink eggs. The ivory eggs that you see are silky eggs. You'll also note that my eggs are dirty. When a hen lays an egg, she puts what is called a bloom on the outer coating of the egg, and it protects the baby chick while the chick hatches 21 days later. So you'll notice that some of these eggs are very clean. They have not been washed. They were just collected early. And then the dirtier eggs have also not been washed to protect that baby chick when it comes hatching time. Now we will replace the cap, make sure we align the turner and add our hose to the water to make sure that we allow for the humidity in the incubator. The panel up top will keep us informed of everything that is going on inside. One of the most exciting parts of embryology is when we get to candle the eggs. We're going to go ahead and candle some eggs today with you. Now you can see this particular egg is not fertile. You'll take note of the air cell at the very top and the shadow of the yolk at the bottom. What we're looking for are what's called spider veins. This particular egg has a blood ring, but it is not fertile. This next egg has the spider veins that we are looking for. You'll note that the baby chick will grow from the center of the spider veins, and you can see the baby chicken directly in the center of your view now. Now this egg has a little bit older baby chick in it, and you can see because he is older, he's bigger and a little bit easier to see. Watch him move. Now this egg is a very dense shell egg, and I can't tell if it's fertile, as well as this egg. So I always keep those eggs in the incubator because the shells are sometimes too thick to see through. I always keep these thicker shelled eggs that are hard to see through in the incubator. Now we have another egg here that I can't see veins, but I see movement right there above my thumb. Can you see that movement? That is a little baby chick. And we're definitely going to keep that one in the incubator. Now on the next egg, I would like for you to tell me what you see. Is it fertile? Yes, it is. Here's another one you can try. What do you think? It's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? Let's try this one. That's fertile. That's correct. You can see those spider veins in this egg. Very good. Now, if we hold the egg still, our baby chick may even move for us a little bit. We're going to move on to one more egg. And again, this one is a thick shell. We'll keep it in the incubator. This last egg I want to show you has a baby chick that is further along than any we've seen. And it's got a lighter shell, so we can see a lot of movement from this little one. You can also make out the air cell toward the right, where the candler meets the egg. How exciting is that? It's almost as exciting as the day that the baby chicks hatch. After our baby chicks hatch, we need to set them up in a brooder pen. So let me show you what that looks like. Now we're going to take a look at our brooders. We have two separate brooder pens set up, one for very young chicks, and you'll notice there's a red hue to everything in this room because of our heat lamp. These three Americana Bantams are about 4 days old, and they have their own cage. And over here we have an additional cage of older chicks. We have 3 Rhode Island Reds that you can see are drinking alongside of our Americana Bantams. The Americana Bantams are about 2 weeks older than the Rhode Island Reds. However, they are the same size. Now we also have Lavender Orpingtons in here, which are the 2 gray chicks, which are also a standard breed. We feed our birds out of troughs that they can get in and scratch, because chickens love to scratch. But we give them water out of a rabbit waterer. As you can see, it's much easier for them to drink out of, and it stays much cleaner. We don't have to worry about shavings getting into our water. And that is how we set up our brooders. And if we were doing this in the classroom, you would be provided with food, water, brooder, shavings. You just have to hatch your own chicks. As our baby chicks age, we need to provide for them outside. So let's take a look at their cage outside. Now we're going to take a journey outside to where the older baby chicks live. They're in a pen that you can see has mesh around it so that they can't get through. However, they're at the age now where we let them out throughout the day. And so the door stays open and they can come and go as they please. All right, as we walk back into the cage, I just wanted to show you, we do have some heat lamps that we have set up for at night for them. And this panel we close off at night. And this is where they stay. We have two separate areas for them in here. They should be sitting in the sun right now, but they're underneath the heat lamp. We have a free-flowing water that hangs in the pen, as well as a gravity feeder. During the day, I bring the gravity feeder outside to encourage the chicks to get outside. We hope you have enjoyed this 4-H embryology lesson with Santa Rosa County 4-H. For more information on your local 4-H, contact your local extension office.